What's going on YouTube? This is Fish Freak Phil, bringing you an update on my Cobalt Aquatics C-Vue. And the last video, you saw where I upgraded my lights and I moved to a Acropora dominant tank. And since then, the corals that are in here are doing fantastic. And I've added just a few more frags in here. So just to kind of name them off a little bit, that one right there is my Walt Disney. Not too sure what that one is. Some type of Millie. That one is ARC's a Reef Creation, or ARC's Blueberry Encanada, I believe. Not 100% sure. I have another frag of it on the other side of the tank. They look very similar, slightly different in pigmentation, so I'm not 100% sure. That one right there is the ARC's Master Yoda, and next to it is WWC's Purple Candle. And if you can look, right next to it is my Bubblegum Digi, and below that blue one is the Oregon Tort. That one right there is called ARC is Proximo, and this is the Green Goblin, and as you can see, it's growing like mad. Everything in here is growing like crazy. The purple stylo versus what it looked like in the last video looks like two different, like they're just not even the same. Like the growth on there is crazy. I mean, if you haven't seen the last video, go back and look at the corals then and then look at them now. Like the growth is crazy. I'm quite happy with the growth. This is my blue steel Acropora, and this is looking beautiful. Fortunately, the lights are going down right now, so but I just wanted to shoot this video for you guys while I could. And that right there is ARC's Prince. Way in the back there, the red one, right above where the crab is Jason Fox's TNT Acro, and that would be that one there. And underneath it is ARC's, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I'm just guessing, because they had a live sale last month and I bought a whole bunch of frags. Had to. I believe that's their Strawberry Spath. I'm not 100% sure about that one. And this one I absolutely know. This one is a ARC's Blueberry Encanada. And that one is growing quite well. And my Garth Bonsai has definitely healed itself over and it's growing like mad. Popping up new branches, spreading out. Same thing for the Red Planet. Red Planet has gotten insane. That whole edge there wasn't there before in the last video. That's all new growth. And you can see behind it, it's growing out that way as well. All new growth. Loves the new lighting I have on here. Yeah. So at the top, a little left of the Garth Bonsai is the I believe it's a Rainbow Millie, and I don't know what the bright green one in the back there is called, but you can see the growth on that. It's spread over the plug, shooting up another branch. This is my Pikachu, and that is a green chili Millie. And my Red Setosa is still on stand. And it's growing like crazy, just sitting there. Everything is doing great. Look at everything is just encrusting and growing. I could not be happier with what I'm seeing, what's happening. I am really looking forward to some of these corals like really growing out. See that one right there? That's the Prince, ARC's Prince. I love that one. It's got like a very muted, like tannish, greenish skin with yellow tips. It's really beautiful, and oh man, This blue ice acro is beautiful. Like, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the water. I just wish I could capture it better because it's really, really gorgeous. The coloration on that, and that is my oldest acro that I have. And it's really hardy. Everything's going really well. The hardest thing right now is not doing anything. Is not tinkering. I've been tinkering on this tank for a year plus, doing changes, changing this and this, tinkering. Now I have everything set the way I want it to, and I have to kind of just let things kind of grow. My Chaeto, I bought some from Algae Barn, not really growing in there, and maybe it's not enough nutrients, I don't know. It just, the light, it's really funny because that lighting, I've used that same light to grow Chaeto in the same tank. Just a year ago, my pumps just turned back on, you say that? Just a year ago, and now yeah, you can't pay me to grow Chaeto in this tank for whatever reason. I don't believe I even need it, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of run things as they are. If it were to die all the way out, then it dies all the way out, and then it is what it is. I'll just keep running the tank as is. I'm really, there's a lot of acro in here. There is a lot. I know at some point in time there's gonna be a space issue. I'm okay with that. That's a good problem to have, I think. So I do have my frag tank downstairs, my 70-gallon frag tank system. You're gonna definitely wanna check out that video. I'm gonna post that one as well. But I'm really excited for what's coming next. Just basically maintaining. I'm gonna be doing basically water changes about every 2 to 3 weeks apart, maybe even 4 weeks apart. Who knows? I'm gonna try to stay steady with it at least 3 weeks, but only doing like maybe 5 to 10 gallons. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm really afraid to make any large changes with the way everything is kind of just steady. Everything is growing, and I'm still dosing 2-part ESV Bionics. I'm also dosing amino Coral, not Coral Labs, Aquavitro Fuel, and Brightwell Aquatics amino acids. I dose those every day, and they're on my Jabo auto doser, and I broadcast feed reefroids about once a week. Same thing with phytoplankton about once a week. I'm not so big into feeding because when I feed my fish, I also have mixed in the frozen food, coral gumbo. It's a frozen food for like small fish and for corals, so I kind of just toss that in there. So they're kind of getting fed every day anyway. So I'm not huge on like the extras feeding on there. So yeah, everything's looking great. Man, if you could see this, this green goblin is growing like crazy. Like I had to go back and look at video, and I was so surprised at what I saw. The original video I cut on here, I didn't even mention the growth on here until I went back and saw. I was like, wow. Same thing for the digitata. Like everything is growing well. I'm very happy. So I'm just hoping to keep the lighting as it is. I trying not to mess with the lighting too much. It bounces from anywhere from like about 230s all the way. I've seen it spike all the way up to like low 400s, and that's with using my Senai as a reading. On average, it stays around 3 320-ish around there. That's kind of been the 330-ish. Same thing for the other side, and I'm getting good lighting everywhere else. So I moved some of the other corals I had in the tank out of there. The mushrooms came out. The other micromusa, or acan, if you will, the big orange one came out. I had this little green one, greenish, bluish, purple, turquoise, whatever one is staying there. Yeah, the only thing that's not really growing, and it's growing very slowly, are my Fruit Loop zoas, man. They're just taking their damn time. I don't know what's up with that. Finally got it to cover the entire hut. I've been trying this. If you go back in my videos, I think this thing is taking like 3 years to freaking grow over this whole damn thing. But like suddenly lately, it's been a burst. Like if you go back and see the last video, there's still a little bit of free area here, and I think maybe in the back. Let's take a look. Yeah, maybe in the back. That's about it. But yeah, it's growing over, and you see that's part of the digitata that was kind of sticking up when I first had it in the front there. That got clipped off. So I literally just dropped it there, and it's growing. So I'm thinking I might just put it on this rock here and let it grow. I mean, why not, right? Either that or put it on a frag plug and stick it in my frag tank. Haven't 100% decided what I'm gonna do with that yet. But yeah, everything is looking just beautiful. I'm very happy, like I said, with what's happening. Fish are healthy, knock on wood, thank God. Like, they get fed twice a day. Started feeding them flakes, like around about an hour after the lights come on. Feed them flakes and then frozen later in the evening. So they get fed twice a day, and everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. Everything looks great. The only one issue I have is vermidid snails. If you have any ideas in how to deal with them outside of the manual removal, I'm thinking there's got to be something natural that eats them. And outside, I heard coral banded shrimp, but I don't want one of those because I know that they can get aggressive with fish. I don't want anything in here that could possibly hurt any of the fish. Also, I also have a large Malanaris wrasse in here. I don't know how they would play well together, or if the wrasse would just have its way. Who knows? I not want to put something here that could potentially get hurt or hurt any of the animals. I do have some bumblebee snails, and they're actually starting to come out now. It's night. I have 3 of them there. I heard that they kind of will also eat vermidid snails, but they're very slow. They're so slow moving. So like I don't know. Like I mean, I would need a huge population of those bumblebee snails in there to really. I mean, if they did, to really do any damage with the vermidid snails. But it's a pain in the butt. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is when I do my water changes, is going to town and then sucking up all the rest of the stuff, because that's the other thing. I'm kind of fearful of messing with my water quality and killing things in the tank. So I'm really very cautious about that. So if you guys have any experience or any clues or any ideas or any, let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You definitely want to go ahead and stay tuned, because I have I got to show you guys the my frag tank system, and also the update on my innovative Marine 40. I haven't done a video on that one for a minute. So yeah, go ahead and leave any comments, particularly about vermidid snails. Also, want to ask you guys questions regards to what's your experience versus, like, if you have any Acroporas in terms of like growth, particularly with the Oregon tort and I know those are slow growing, and and I've seen a little bit of movement in my Walt Disney. A little bit of movement there. It's coming slowly. The Oregon tort, it moves so slow I couldn't tell you if it's just there. I'm really hoping that grows a because I've seen one. I've seen the mother colony. It's gorgeous. So I'm really hoping to get that same type of beautiful color, bluish purplish that it has. Um, anyway, do your research, try things out, and see what happens. Later, y'all.